Today on the channel, from the Masters of the Universe Revelations line, BattleCat! Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today, we've got the Masters of the Universe Revelations, the brand new Netflix show coming out the end of July, BattleCat. Very excited about this one. But remember, for all your other He-Man needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And from news, I guess, that's out there on the internets right now, BattleCat Skelegod, which we unboxed Skelegod on the channel, so go back and check that if you did miss that. But BattleCat Skelegod, Target exclusives temporarily, maybe for 60 days, something like that. So you got to find this BattleCat at Target right now. Then the core 4 figures from the first series, they're going to be at Walmart starting in July. After that, come about September, the gates are open. You'll be able to go to the Big Bad Toy Stores, Amazon, everything else under the sun to get these Masters of the Universe Revelations figures. And from everything I've heard, they're not going to be really challenging to get. They're going all in on this Masters of the Universe Revelations animated series that's going on Netflix, like I said, at the end of July. Hopefully it is awesome. Hopefully it is good. Hopefully it makes the line continue. You guys know I don't have the core 4 figures yet. I got Skelegod. We unboxed him. We're getting BattleCat. Hopefully the core 4 I get sometime in the month of July. Can't really discuss those until I have them. So we'll do this BattleCat. We'll compare him to the Origins BattleCat. We'll also do some size comparisons with Skelegod and stuff like that, because this thing is big. It obviously looks big here on camera, but it's bigger than I anticipated it, that's for sure. I will tell a story. My beautiful wife, Angie, oh, she's always hooking me up. She is a saint, really, a saint at the end of the day. 3 a.m., she put a Target alert on the Target app for this bad boy. 3 a.m. her alert went off. She jumped out of bed. I was snoring away. I was sound asleep. She told me about it the next day. But she ended up getting this off the Target app at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, getting this for me, and it shipped to our house. So I didn't have to figure hunt for it. I was hot on the hunt, as you guys know, on the figure hunting videos, but never came across it. It hasn't hit my area yet, but I did get it off the Target app. So that's a good idea if you guys are trying to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to compare it to some other stuff, like I said. But first, we got to take a look at the packaging on this bad boy, talk about it, see what we think, unbox it, talk about it, see where it goes from there. So here it is. Look at how big this box is. That is a big BattleCat. I would have to assume, at least in my memory and experiences, this is the biggest BattleCat ever. So sign me up all day long. You guys know I love big figures. I also love cats. Well, not really. I'm a dog guy. You know I love my boy Lemmy. Domino too. She's all right. But BattleCat looking big, looking mean, looking beefy. This is also a Cringer. So I can see some people maybe buying 2 of these to get Cringer. Doesn't really work though. As we all know, Cringer grows into BattleCat. So sounds good on paper, doesn't really sound good when you see it in person, is my guess. But we'll see. We got to have an open mind. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see what happens. You got the Revelations logo right here. It says Masters of the Universe Revelations. No He-Man, which makes me nervous. There's some rumors going around what might happen with the show. I don't know. I hope it's not true, but we'll see what happens. We show Deluxe. It says Deluxe, Detail, Sculpt, Articulation, Masters of the Universe Revelations, BattleCat. He is strapped in, so we'll have to cut him up. I'm really not sure what this UPC up here is for. Skelegod had that as well. It doesn't work in a register. I'm not exactly sure what that is for. It must be something maternal. Maternal? Mattel internal. I combined it. Maternal, Mattel internal. Beautiful, beautiful. Masterverse here. We got those ruined kind of hieroglyphics going on up here. Kind of little Easter eggs to us He-Man fans. 30 points of articulation on this BattleCat. He is not messing around. So very cool. You got the Mattel logo, and then they're plugging the Netflix in the corner. You gotta love that. So there he is. Very, very cool. On the side, look at that artwork. You guys know the artwork is so important to the He-Man Masters of the Universe. I'll never forget being a small kid collecting the original He-Man lineup. That was really my first collection, you know, being 3 years old or so. Then it went into G.I. Joe, Transformers, and snowballed from there. But He-Man is where my action figure love started as a young kid. And BattleCat was so important to my figures, so important to my collection as a kid. So it's really cool. And I always loved the artwork, the little comics they came with today, but also back in the day. It would help jumpstart your imagination as well as with the cartoon, but I always just loved staring at the artwork as a little kid. It always seemed kind of dark, menacing. It always reminded me a little bit, and I guess maybe it came before, but Vance Kelly, the famous album artist, if you guys know him, he's done Kiss albums. Most importantly, Manowar albums, for all you Manowar fans out there. I just always kind of think the same thing with some of the He-Man art. It's always just really cool, so I do like that a lot. That's a really cool BattleCat. On the other side, it says BattleCat, Fighting Tiger. There you go. And you got your warnings and all that stuff. Upside down, nobody cares if it's right side or upside down. And then you got the back. Look at that. So some more awesome artwork. There's He-Man riding old BattleCat into battle. Looking extremely cool. Down below, you got to love it. You got to love it when they're promoting. I always say it, always be promoting, and Mattel's got it right here. You got the rest of the core lineup and Skelegod down below. Let the kids out there know what else they need to be on the hunt for. Let them know, hey, Grandma, get me this one. And that's what you need for a kid's toy. You got a little blurb here. We'll read that in a second. And then it says, remove the mask for Cringer. So, like I said, a 2-in-1, I guess we would call this. I do love this with Grayskull in the background. Will we get a Revelations Grayskull? It'll be interesting to see if that ends up happening. All right, let's see what it says on the back here. BattleCat, Fighting Tiger. The cowardly green and yellow talking tiger Cringer wishes for nothing more than to peacefully relax by Prince Adam's side. A lot like my boy Lemmy. He's the same way. He just wants to be down by my feet, just listening into the review, but he doesn't want to participate. But when Adam raises his power sword and summons the power of Grayskull, Cringer sheds his whimpering nature and transforms into the mighty BattleCat, ferocious fighting steed and loyal best friend of the almighty He-Man. Very cool. So A+ for packaging for me. I can't wait to be seeing this on my store shelves. Got to be in the next couple of weeks. A lot of Targets have end caps for these, so if you don't see it in the toy aisle, make sure you're looking at your end caps because that and Skelegod seem to be going there. In between reset seasons, that does make a lot of sense if you guys know retail, like I do. But very happy. I think this looks cool. I'm happy with the packaging. I'm happy how this came out. All right, let's unbox it. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to go at this is. I guess we'll go from the top. So there it is. Got that cool gray background in there. That is kind of cool. Nice background. But we got to give it the old see you later. That's a big box to be thrown around. How about old BattleCat in the plastic prison? He's got some weight to him. He's a big cat. There he is. Old BattleCat, old Cringer, whatever you want to call him. He's here. Got my old trusty scissors out. We're going to need them. He is buckled in all over the place. They don't want Cringer escaping. They don't want anything. They don't want any nonsense. No nonsense with this big cat. I keep wanting to say big figure, but I guess it is a big figure. It's a big cat figure. I don't know. Who is the greatest cat of all time? Is it Cringer? I think he might be. He might be the greatest cat of all time. All right, we're getting there. There it is. Come on, one more rubber band. They always make it so tight. There it is. There we go. Oh, we got one more. There's always one. You always miss one, don't you? And there it is. Almost got my finger on that one. Holy cow. Oh, are you kidding me? Another one. As I fight my way through here. And there it is. There it is. That's all she wrote. Dump this out. See you later. Get all this over in the corner here. Oh boy, I'm excited. So we start a new Cringer. We've had many a BattleCats over the years. And now we've got Cringer and BattleCat. Holy articulation. I don't know if you guys are a lot like me, you know, a kid of the 80s, you had that original BattleCat, and that was basically a statue. It had no articulation. It didn't do a whole lot, but that was what imaginations were for. Now the imagination is taken away from you as you got ankle articulation, I guess knee, thigh, and then upper leg. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation right there. The tail also articulated. And then you got the ankles on the front. You got the knee, elbow. I don't know what you call it. Knee or elbow, whatever you want to call it. And then you got the upper. You got the head. You got the mouth. You got a lot of articulation here. For sure. And it looks like his saddle does come off. Obviously, it comes off. What am I saying? We got to turn him into Cringer. You got a little plastic around the neck. There it is. I like the looks of it. It is big, though. Man, this is big. I mean, is it a vehicle? Is it an animal? Is it both? But it's got the horn up here. It's a little different colored horn. It really pops, makes some color differences instead of being all red like the original one, of course. Very cool. Very cool. Got the tiger stripes. if there is such thing as a green stripe, green tiger with yellow stripes, but hey, here it is. This is him. Man, I like this though. And then I'm guessing this just comes off very easily. Very similar to the Origins one, very similar to the original one, just takes it right off. Very cool there, the looks of that. I like the eyes on here. It's got the kind of sinister cat-like eyes painted into the helmet there. Very cool. And then you get Cringer. He still looks a little bit ferocious, though. He kind of looks like a cat or a tiger that's been backed into the corner that's going to strike pretty soon. But it's Cringer for sure, but we all know Cringer was a lot smaller. We saw that in the Mattel Classics line, a smaller kind of statuesque Cringer. I think that's more what we need. Maybe we'll get that from the Revelations line eventually. There's a lot of unanswered questions with that, but good detail on the face here. He's got the 2 big fang teeth. I got the articulation on the mouth. That's one thing the Origins does have, but the original did not have. That always kind of drove me nuts. I wish I could have closed his mouth. I do like the cat ears, kind of back in a scared position. Like I said, it feels like he's kind of backed into a corner. But we all know Cringer is pretty meek-mannered and scared and all that kind of stuff until, the old Power of Grayskull comes out. But very cool. Now, how do we get this off? Oh, very easily. Very easily. That's how. These just slide off. They got straps, and you just pull this bad boy off. And there it is. Now you're all in on Cringer. So you can turn his tail any which way you want. You can have it up, sideways. Oh, I didn't even realize. So you got the articulation at the torso here. You can have a bend like he's going around a corner. You can go up. I don't think he would stand. Can you use it as a tripod a little bit? Let's see here. So look at this. You can have him up on his legs if you want to. I don't know if you're ever going to really... Well, I guess He-Man, you can kind of get him up every once in a while, so I guess you could reenact that if you really wanted to. Articulation is going to obviously be better without the saddle on him. But this isn't bad for a Cringer. But just for a size comparison here, I got a Mattel Classic Stratos right here. So look at that. There's Stratos. Right there. I mean, that's a pretty big cat. That's a big monster cat, that's for sure. And then Skelegod. So we got Skelegod here. So we unboxed him on the channel, as you know. These guys are from the same line, so they should, you would think, relatively fit together. But maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have him ride him. Let's put the saddle on just briefly. We'll do a little BattleCat. We'll put him back together, kind of. And let's see how Skelegod look riding this guy. Obviously, he doesn't ride him in the show. I would hope not. Then things really went south if Skelegod's riding him. But that does scale pretty good. I would say so. I mean, you're not going to be able to use your Origins figures on this. It's just way too big. And speaking of Origins, I got Origins BattleCat right here. Just a classic. You can get this at every Walmart and Target in the nation pretty much at this point. But boy, is that bigger. That is a monster compared to the Origins one. I mean, it's almost double the size probably, if not. Yeah, that's a big difference there. Very big difference, as you can see, side by side. Very cool. They're both cool for what they are, though. That's what I think. This Origins one, you can't pass this up. The Origins line is awesome. It hits you in all those nostalgia feels. It's the He-Man of old, but updated. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors this line might be ending. I hope not. I hope it continues. Time will tell. And then the Revelations line. How deep will this line go? Is this going to be the next successor to the Mattel Classics, the Super 7 Classics? Is that what we're getting here? Is it going to continue on and build out the whole world, or is it going to be 1 and 2 series and then done? I don't know. For those of you guys that know Netflix, I know most series on Netflix only last 1, 2, if they're lucky, 3 seasons. It's just kind of the way they do things. So I don't know. I don't know how deep this He-Man saga and Revelation is going to go. It's all going to depend if people watch it. I would hope you're all watching it. We all got to give it a shot. We might go in, just got to go in with a fresh mind, and hopefully we all like it. But I like this BattleCat. I don't know about the Cringer aspect of it. It just seems a little far-fetched. Doesn't really make sense. You can't really display this as Cringer, in my opinion. I'm not going to get 2 of them unless I find it at like $5 on clearance or something like that. Then I'd be a fool not to. But for BattleCat, and then once we get the He-Man, we'll obviously put him on here, see how that all looks out and stuff. But it looks good to me for what it is. This is the biggest BattleCat, as far as my memory goes, that we've ever received. So I do like that. We're looking at about a $40 price point, though. This is an expensive figure, animal, vehicle, whatever you want to call it. But it's a main piece of He-Man. You have to have BattleCat. In my opinion, you can't have He-Man and no BattleCat. What say you? You can tell me if you believe that, too. And it's funny is, Skeletor and Panther, I don't know. I feel like they don't go together as iconic as He-Man and BattleCat. And that's probably just my opinion, because I'm sure some people would argue me on that. But will we get reuse somewhat of this as Panther in the future? Time will tell. We'll see what happens. San Diego Comic-Con is right around the corner here in July. I can tell you, I have seen pictures, and I do know there is a San Diego Comic-Con Revelations character coming. It's a villain. I'll give you that hint. That's the hint. I haven't seen it leaked anywhere. I don't want to be the one to leak it. I know it would be great for the channel, but you know, let Mattel do their thing. Hopefully, you know, they'll throw me a bone one day for not releasing it. But I've seen pictures of it. I think we're all going to be excited for it. I know I am. But we'll see. I got to think at San Diego Comic-Con, there's going to be a lot of buzz around this new Revelations show, and then we're also going to hopefully get an announcement, maybe some prototypes and stuff like that of Series 2 of the Revelations line, and hopefully some more Origins talk. Hopefully Origins isn't done. Hopefully they show us well into the future lineups at Origins. So San Diego Comic-Con, just like 20 days away as I film this or so, give or take. So be prepared. Onslaught of He-Man news. But there you go, Revelations BattleCat. What do you think of it? I like it. What do you think? Are you planning on picking it up? Are you skipping this line? You guys let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson. So for the BattleCat family, Skelegod, and Stratos too, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.